Hi everyone, I am Dr. V.D. Patel, faculty of LDRP Engineering College in Gandhinagar. Today I am going to explain about the welding. In the welding, we are going to see theory as well as the practical. Now what is welding? Welding is a process to join two similar or dissimilar material with the application of heat or sometimes with the help of the pressure. Here we are using the heat to increase the temperature to melt the base material as well as the extra material, and we can fuse the two dissimilar or similar material in the welding. We can achieve permanent joint in the welding process. There are different types of welding process which we can classify based on the heat generated. Mostly the first one is a gas welding, second is arc welding, third is resistance welding, fourth is newer welding, and last one is a solid state welding process. These welding processes are classified based on the heat generated mechanism. For example, if we are using the gases to produce the heat, then it is termed as the gas welding process. If we use the spark or arc, then it is termed as the arc welding process. If we use the resistance to increase the heat or to produce the heat, then it is termed as the resistance welding process. Here our main focus is on the basic welding process, electric arc welding process. The first and common example of arc welding process is manual metal arc welding that we can see in the small scale industry, in small factories. This type of welding machine can be seen. Now we need one welding machine for that. The capacity of this welding machine is 230 volt. The ampere range is 40 ampere to 250 ampere, and it is a single phase portable welding machine. Portable means we can take this machine at our required site. It is very easy and its cost is moderately low. Around 2,500 to 3,000 rupees we can get this machine. Here you can see these two wires which is connected to the welding machine. One is a cathode which is connected here 170 ampere, and another wire is connected to the earth, that means earthing wire. Here this wire, one end is connected to the machine and the other end is connected to the welding holder. This is the holder. By pressing this lever, we can remove this welding rod. This one is a welding rod. This holder is used to pick up the welding rod. Now I want to discuss about the welding rod. You can see the grey color coating and this one is lightly black color material in the welding rod. So we have to select the welding rod as per the base material. If the base material is of mild steel, then we have to select the welding rod of mild steel material. Above this mild steel material, we can see some coating of grey color. It is called the flux. In each and every welding machine, we require flux. Why? Because flux is used to increase the strength of material. In the market, fluxes are available in the form of powder, in the form of coating, and sometimes in some welding processes it is in the form of the gases. During the welding process, we are generating the heat, and this material along with this base material, this coating will also melt it inside the molten weld puddle of the material. Okay, in the molten form, the density of molten base material is higher than the density of the molten coating material, flux material. In the molten form of this coating is called the slag. The slag density is lower than the base material density, so it will float during the welding, and it will cover whole area of welding. So what will be the benefit of that? We can avoid the contact of atmospheric oxygen to the molten weld puddle, so we can reduce the further oxidation. If we reduce the further oxidation, then we can increase the strength of the welding joint. Okay, there are different size welding rod available in the market. size in terms of the diameter. If we are using the higher thickness, then we have to select the larger diameter of welding rod. Same here we need spark arc to increase the heat, to melt the material, to increase the temperature. How we can generate the spark? Let me explain one single example. We consider one closed circuit. In that circuit we pass the current. When I break the circuit, then what happens, and a certain amount of gap will be generated over there. So voltage drop will produce over there. If we keep two wires after cutting around 1 mm to 1.5 mm gap, then spark or arc will continuously occurring at that area. So that spark is used to generate the heat, to increase the temperature of any material. That phenomena is applied in this machine. How we can generate this spark? Here, this is the complete circuit. If I connect this wire to this wire, end of these two wires, then we can complete the circuit. When I put the workpiece on this anode wire at the end of the earthing, this one is the end of the earthing. If I place workpiece over here and this is the end of the other circuit, this is the cathode wire. When I touch the workpiece material, if I place the workpiece on it, then the circuit will be completed. If I produce a certain amount of gap up to 1 to 1.5 mm, then what happens? The avalanche of electron will transfer from the tip of the electrode to the workpiece material. The voltage gap will be produced, so continuous spark will produce. If we maintain the continuous gap, then continuous spark will produce here. That spark is utilized to generate the heat, to melt the material. So based on this phenomena, this arc welding is done. Now let us explain it with the help of the experimental works. Now machine is on. Here 170 ampere is fitted, it's set. Now here machine is on and we are going to weld these two material of mild steel. If I join this material in this way, then it is called butt joint. If I place this workpiece over the another, that means overlapping it, and if I start welding here, then it is called the overlap joint. Now here we will perform the butt welding process. Okay, here you can see the butt welding process. You can see the picture of the welding from the ICL glass. Okay, steel is required in the electric arc welding process. After the welding, we have to remove the scale which is generated by the molten slag. After the welding, you can see the black color slag which is over the welding process, which can be removed with the help of chipping hammer. So we can take another pass over it and we can get the proper strength of the welding process. Okay, this portion is after chipping. You can see the clear welding. Now these are the setup and the experimentation of the manual metal arc welding process. Today's session is over. Thank you very much.